Thank you for tuning in to today's video. Today I am going to show you how to take pictures and make them into fun, exciting, familiar learning activities for your child to learn letters, numbers, sight words, their name, and even patterns. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I sincerely hope you enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So here's what you're going to need: some random photos. I'm going to talk about the kind of photos I feel you should use in a minute. Some flashcards, some scotch tape, writing utensils, any that you have on hand, some scissors, of course, and for storage, some storage snack bags. That is all you're going to need. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 things that you most likely already have at home. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is grab a picture. I like to make sure they are pictures that are not necessarily sentimental or pictures that I only have 1 or maybe even 2 copies of. They're pictures that I printed out that I thought were cute and silly at the time, definitely post-worthy, worth sharing with family and friends, but not necessarily a photo that I feel needs to be framed or printed. Or if you'd like, you can just make sure that if you wanted to make it a very beautiful, sentimental photo of your child or your child with some friends or very close family, make sure you have doubles or even triples just so you don't waste one picture. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to get a random one of just us at Starbucks, a silly, cute photo that we can look back at and smile. So I'm going to get this picture and I'm going to lay it face down, just like that. And now I'm going to get these little flashcards. It's up to you, it doesn't really matter, but I don't like the lines showing, so I'm going to turn it around so that it's the blank side. And I'm going to place it right down, not necessarily in the center, but it's up to you. I like to make mine just a little lower, just so I have enough space to make my letters or my numbers or even shapes a little bit bigger for her because she's still small. If I do them up to here, I feel they'll be too small for her eyesight. So I want to make them like this. You're going to get one, then you're going to get another one, because as you can see, you will have some space here. It's not a big deal at all. You're just going to get it, just eyeball it, and just cut a little piece like that. You're going to place it over the other flashcard slightly, just so the whole thing can be covered. And then we're going to get some tape. And I'm just going to seal the flashcard with the picture. Done. And as you can see, it has like a little flap right here. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the picture, I'm going to turn it around, lay it down, and I'm going to get some more tape and just lightly layer it over like that. Should you have any right here, just fold in or cut, doesn't matter. So now I have it looking like this. Steve has some space down here for me to do my writing. Now next I'm just going to get a writing utensil, any one you want. I'm going to use the color blue, and I'm going to write whatever I want. It can be numbers, letters, sight words, even their name, whatever you feel they need to learn, or if they're already in school, whatever they are working on, you can go speak to their teacher and see what it is that they're lacking on or what's taking them a little bit longer to understand, and you can get that number, letter, shape, color, sight word, whatever, and put it down here, and then you guys can practice at home outside of classwork and homework, and it can be a fun activity. So I'm gonna make my choice and I'm gonna write it down here, and then I'll show you. Make sure you put it on a flat surface. I'm just gonna get my little book here. So I chose numbers. I have numbers 1 through 6, and I like to leave a little gap like that because next you are going to get your scissors and you're going to cut upwards. Now when doing this, don't worry about being too perfect, but just try to keep your hands as steady as you can to be able to make strips like these. Again, take your time and be as steady as you can. It does not need to be perfect. Just have to make sure you don't cut any other edges away from the strips. That way when she connects it, it is a complete puzzle. So now we have our numbers. And then what you're gonna do is when you present them, you're gonna scramble them up for her or for him. And then you're gonna let them know that they're going to be doing numbers 1 through 6, A through G. They're gonna do the sight word where, stuff like that. Now, if your little angel is learning something very new, don't just give it to them and expect them to figure it out themselves. I went to a craft store and got a little whiteboard and spent less than $2 on it. Does not need to be big and professional, just small. And I write down numbers 1 through 6, A through G, the, who, where, she. Even when I get the ones that have patterns on it, star, flower, star, flower. And I have it there for her as a visual in the very beginning so that she can see what she's expected to do. And little by little, you can take them away and just tell her what she's gonna do. And then once you feel, he or she, and then once you feel that they have it down, you can just hand it to them scrambled, and then they can assume, or if you feel that they're at that level, they can see it and say, oh, today I'm gonna work on the numbers, on letters. Or you can let them know, I want you to spell out the word stop and then not write it down for them, and then have them understand what it is that they're expected to do, and then have them work on it themselves. But that there is going to take time. This is a very fun, easy way for them to make a puzzle of something that's very relatable to them. And it's a great way to get rid of like negatives or pictures that you like but you're not too crazy about. I even threw in a picture of me and her that I really didn't like how it came out. The lighting was just kind of shady, but the picture itself is very visible. It wasn't pretty enough to frame or anything like that, but it was a great day that we look back on often in our memories, so I used that. Next, I'm going to show you the finished product. So here it is scrambled. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there is the original picture of her enjoying one of her favorite drinks. So she's gonna see that and get very ecstatic. Have fun with these guys. I'm sure your kids are going to love them and you're gonna have a great time making them. Thank you for watching. If you did make this, please let me know what you thought below. If you have any questions or comments or any other ideas for me, please let me know. I've even seen some people do it with popsicle sticks, but I don't have any popsicle sticks. It's not summertime yet, so all I have are these flashcards because I use them for her learning. Use whatever you have on hand. Now, when it comes to storing, just get some of these. Just some traditional Ziploc bags. It can be the snack or the sandwich bags. The snack bags usually work just fine, unless you have a photo that you wanted to do this way instead, long, and then you put these, obviously this way. It will make for a shorter word, or shorter numbers or less letters, and then if they would not fit in here, you would have to get a sandwich bag, which is totally fine. They don't even have to get the really expensive name brand ones. Just get the cheap ones. As long as it fits in it, you're totally fine. So you're just gonna collect them all very carefully, of course, with clean, dry hands. You get one. In my case, I'm gonna be using a snack bag because they will fit perfectly fine right in there. To store easy, you just lay down and you just want to let all of the air out, like so. And once that's been done, you pick it up and you zip tight. These here are the ones that I have made. They store, they're very, very, oh, this was a long one. This is an example of what I was telling you. This here is with a sandwich bag. And even then, it doesn't go all the way down. You see, but they fit just fine, the elongated photos. So I've made a lot. Well, not too much, but enough for her to have fun. And as you can tell, they will stay dry and clean, and a lot, because they're very flat, store perfectly pretty much anywhere. I have it inside of her learning binder, and I just kind of have them scattered like that so that it can be flat. And we just take them on the go. They're great. So I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give a like, a comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. Also, I saw that I have 1.22K subscribers. I am incredibly grateful and thankful. I've said this before in many videos. I remember at the time when I had only like 4. And out of those 4, I knew who 2 were. So this means the absolute world to me. If you do watch my videos, I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear, you know, where you're from or your name. If you are a family member or a friend or an associate that I met casually on the street, or if we never met before, I am incredibly grateful and thankful to all of you for subscribing. I sincerely hope that all of my videos help you. Have a blessed day and happy learning. So just like I showed in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna be a little bit more specific now that you know what I'm doing, what I did, and how I did it. So for example, here I decided to do them on the side. They can be on the side, on the top, left, right, on the bottom. And in this case, I decided to make some patterns for her. Numbers, her name, letters, and of course we did some sight words here. You'll see jump. So like I said earlier, make sure that they are pictures that you don't mind cutting up, that are nice memories, or pictures that you already have doubles of. With all of these, they all actually have a very beautiful story attached to them. So I have doubles of these, and if not triples. I have some that I have inside of albums, some that I've given to grandma, and some that I cut up. So this is just some examples, ideas. Have fun with these, guys. Just a little side note here. I highly recommend, if you are going to be doing this, you get like a Sharpie, and on the Ziploc bag, you write what it is. So numbers, letters, patterns. But if not, if you don't want to do that, when it comes to sight words, I highly recommend you do it, because you can be making so many of these that you'll take them out and the scramble would seem too much for you. You're not really sure which one it is. And honestly, even with the word jump, I took them out once and I thought, what am I trying to do here? Am I missing some letters? I wasn't really sure because my mind was scattered with all the other ones we had worked on that day. So I recommend that you do this, just so when you take it out, you already know what it is. You need to let them know what they need to do, or so you don't get confused. So a simple Sharpie can go a very long way. Be very careful and mindful not to have them next to your little angels, and you just write it. I promise you it would help you, because I got really confused the other day.